So I'm gonna cut to the chase and say, think long term. So for about a year or so, any sort of classes, any sort of subjects, and any sort of lectures have been a background noise for me. I haven't been really paying attention to them. Instead, what I've done is I've subjected myself and I've surrendered myself completely uh, in studies of what actually matters, but of what actually matters to me. I've begun to think, yes, this knowledge that I'm given is interesting, maybe it may be useful, but it's over here. It might be used in work, and there's this theories and quick tangents, the theory that you get and the actual practice of working or in a corporation or in any different firm are two completely different things. Like when you're working, you're either learning on the job or you don't even understand the process itself, which the theory is supposed to give you, and you just do the things or do the tasks that everyone tells you to do, which in my honest opinion, and again this is my opinion, like each of them, they negate each other. They don't work together, they don't correlate, they're just two separate things. So this I guess you could call it a revelation or realization came to me that why would I subject myself and why would I actually allow my brain to gather the knowledge that I know myself that I'm not going to use in the future. Therefore, really the past 2 years, but this year in specific, has seen me doubling down and actually focusing on the things that really take an interest, that I've took an interest into, and that I can later on use in my own life. So for an example, everyone talks about the self-improvement, right? Eating better, like bringing yourself from this bottomless pit to the basis of the human decency, I guess you could call it. And that's all well and dandy, and I really appreciate it. But at the end of the day, I wanted something more. I craved something more. So I was always interested in this sort of searching for something more, and I've came to enjoy esotericism and spiritual work. And this is what has really captivated me. And this year, I've decided, why not go all in? Why not study? So for an example, instead of listening to the lectures, I am reading during them. And this book right now that I'm reading, so Training and Work of an Initiate by Dion Fortune, has served as a confirmation that the choices I am making are right, and the things that I am studying are correct, because it talks about a preparation of a person to work on their soul, to bring good on this earth and really try and, I guess you could call it, increase their resonance, increase their vibration, and overall lifting up those around you. And wouldn't you know, my friends have benefited from me improving myself spiritually. It's sort of infectious, the enthusiasm I've increased in my life, the charisma, the enjoyment, it has all been rippling through the space and through the circles of friends and family, and people are amazed by just how much light is in their life, and I see palpable results. I see something that I've loved, I've worked on, and I've implemented. I cannot say the same about studies. Again, as I've talked, the main idea behind being on studies, for those that don't really know what to do with themselves, is to grow. And I've decided to grow spiritually. I've decided to grow as a soul. And for the life of me, I wouldn't give it up for anything, for any grades, for any scholarships, because I know that at the end of the day, it's going to come back to me. The sacrifices are going to come back in some way. I already see the return on investment, because I'm investing time, I'm investing sometimes meetings, I'm sometimes sacrificing the activities that I really would, I mean, to be fair, I really wouldn't like to enjoy anyway. And I just see myself using this knowledge over and over and over, and it's going to stay with me for the rest of my life. Instead of just, knowing how, well, I'm studying like international business relations. So, I don't know, knowing how Incoterms work. I don't really see myself using it. So really, I've been following my passions. I've been implementing my passions and my projects into the daily life. My friends are benefiting from it. I am benefiting from it. The investment is slowly but surely coming back. And I don't have to worry about my brain being, well, full of rubbish. And at the end of the day, that's the only thing I wanted to say. You don't have to agree with me. I don't really care. Study what brings you joy, study what you really think is going to give the time invested back. And yeah, that's it. Surrender yourself to it. Do not fear it, and you'll see yourself shine, shine, and shine.